How's Noah? Noah's alright, I heard. Noah's alright. Ali Abdel Aziz is a fucking fool. Tell me your opinion on Ali. That's my opinion. Khabib owes his bollocks to the Russian government. That's typical rat behaviour. Thoughts on Jones avoiding Aspinal. Thoughts on so many of Khabib's camp caught cheating, you know. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Or Usman Nurmagomedov was caught on steroids just recent. So that's, you know, Islam Makhachev was on steroids. They're all juiced out of their head. So how about Dustin and Makhachev? You know, I think Dustin can do him. Yeah, I think Dustin does him. Knocks him out. I think the things that Makhachev does wrong, as you know, the things he's not good at, he fumbles over his feet usually early on and falls into shots. He's been knocked out by a back check hook from a southpaw before inside the UFC, and you know that's one of Dustin's best shots. If Dustin's ever going to do it, it'll be this time. You know, obviously Dustin does his things bad also that feed into Makhachev's strengths. So it's going to be a good fight and see which one shows up. But it's all to play for. There is no clear favourite in it. And, you know, if you look at Dustin's last fight, he was getting manhandled by Benoit Saint Denis. And he stayed, you do it. And he stayed with it. And then caught him, you know, got back to his feet, stayed with it and landed his shot. So if ever, you know, that's great experience to be going into this bout. If there's ever a chance for him to get it done, this will be it. Who do I wish for? Who would I like to see? You know, either or. I have history with both. And, you know, let's see how it goes. Do you think you will still fight for the UFC title? The UFC title is my title, my man, you know. I have 5 of them in the house, or 6 of them or something in the house. I've one here in the Black 4 Gym that the fans come and see. The unified featherweight world title I have here for the fans to come and, you know, hold in their hands and take pictures with. I've got belts all over the place. So, you know, I for sure have title aspirations within the UFC. And, you know, here we go. June 29th is the return. And onwards we go. There's belts all over. There's belts lined up. If you look at this lightweight belt, it's lined up for me. I have deep history with both. If you look at the bad mother title, it's my title. It was given for Nate. You know, who turned Nate into the bad motherfucker? You know, and now Max is the champion in it now. So, you know, these belts are all teed up for me. Then you even look at the welterweight picture, which is the next bout, my next weight, the welterweight picture. Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz almost knocked him out, had him out on his feet. You know, if that fight was going on, Leon's unconscious. So also Cerrone went the distance with him. So, you know, I'm looking at all these belts. The lightweight world title, although I've held that, you know, how excited would I be to cut that weight again? You know, after winning it already, I've already held the belt. I'd be excited about the bad mother title, and I'd be excited about the welterweight title. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I take things as they come. There should be a McGregor belt or some sort of you know, money belt or something. I don't know. The UFC needs to come up with one from me, because all of these things were created off of the back of me. The BMF title, the double weight. You know, it's time. There should be a McGregor belt of some sort. So it's well time. Conor, thoughts on Osman? Who the fuck? I have no clue who Osman is. Who the fuck is that guy? I don't know who the fuck he is. Osman. Usman, yeah. Usman. Who's Usman? Kamaru Usman? Fuck him. Fuck Kamaru Usman. He's a bum. What the fuck about Usman, yeah? Conor, opinions on Tuporio. Fuck him too. Don't give a fuck about him either. He reminds me of a little retard Artem Lobov. Tuporio does, yeah? Two little retards. Usman was talking mad shit about you. Let him talk. You versus Dustin for the lightweight strap. This is not over. You know, Dustin has never tasted the lightweight strap, so there's still a mountain to climb. But this is not over for sure. You know, one thing I'll say about Dustin, he's a fighter. It's why I'd probably veer for him more than Islam in this one. because you know, you're going to get a belt out of him. So of course it's not over. We're one apiece, and you know, it has to be settled. So I'm excited to get that settled, and it'll be a mega bout. Thoughts on Volkanovski? You know, no thoughts as well. Fuck him too. Fuck him too. I'd have kicked his head clean off his shoulders, and that's a fact. What about Islam and Khabib? If you KO Islam for the lightweight strap, Khabib will come back. Khabib owes his bollocks to the Russian government. That's typical rat behaviour, scurrying rat. So he has bills to pay. I fight. He fight. What? Fight for Legacy. 2 main events or something he has in the UFC, and he owes his bollocks to the Russian government. So he'd want to pay his fucking money that he owes, instead of siphoning it out through to other countries. So I'm ecstatic and delighted that that's coming on top of him. And we all will welcome him back into the fight game where he's ran from. It's a rat trap. The rat trap has been set. So we're excited about that and see where it goes. We notice him. We notice the little rat scurrying on back. We see him back around. Fat rat, we call him. A little hard man in groups, yeah, for sure. Little shit. Shite in the bus. Shite in the bus. O'Malley looked up to you. Why disrespect? You know, I like Sean O'Malley. I do actually like Sean. And I just seen the disrespect of what's his name, Garcia, coming in overweight. You know, real lackadaisy with it. Multiple pounds overweight at that. And then, you know, you see the testing positive on performance-enhancing drugs. It just reminded me of a situation with Sean, and he kind of got caught in the crosshairs. He also said something like he'd beat me, not in his wildest dreams. So, but I do like Sean, to be honest with you. I had spoken to Sean at a football stadium. I think it was in California. I bumped into him at a football stadium, and he was being, you know, influenced by this influencer boxing approach where it's, you know, pick and choose your matches and be very careful who you match. You know, he was saying he wouldn't fight. He wouldn't fight people above his category. And I went and seen him as he was in this mode, and I had said to him, you know, are you the best? Are you the world champion? Because if you're the world champion, who cares who it's against? You should go until you are the champion. You know, fight everyone and anyone at any given moment. That's what I done. And then since then, he went and fought Peter Yan. He went and fought Chito Vera. He went and fought some great competitors. Aljamain Sterling. Give me a sec. Aljamain Sterling. And, you know, he done it and he showed it. So I was happy with that. And, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. You can't be cheating and using performance-enhancing drugs in competition. And then missing weight on top of it. I was just a bit infuriated, to be honest, and a bit disgusted, because it's not a game to play with. There's people's lives on the line. So, you know, they're two lads, O'Malley and Garcia, and it is what it is. Who knows? I don't foresee a commission outside of certain regions granting a license after that, missing weight and juiced up to the eyeball on Osterine. I don't see it. You know, so I'm interested to see how it shakes out. And, you know, O'Malley, he has been good. He has been nice to me, and I know I motivated him to probably take up this career, as I've done to many people. So, you know, we'll figure it out. We'll take off the gloves and fight, bitch, and we'll figure it out, yeah. And we'll see then what's what. Thoughts on Jones avoiding Aspinal? Who the you know, I disagree with that. I think the Jones-Stipe fight is huge. Excited to see it, and, you know, there's a way to go for the English lad to come up and get that. I feel. I think the matchmaking has been stellar. I think Curtis and Tom is a good fight, and, you know, we'll see after that. But you know, it'll be a good fight also. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? I like Andrew. You know, from what I see and hear, and the brothers, I don't know the criminal aspects that they're up against. It seems a bit vague to me. You don't really get much information. So, I haven't dug deep into it either. But from what I've seen and what he said and how they carry themselves, they're good. They're okay in my book. Top G. Osman, they can't even spell your name, lad. Osman is talking crazy right now. Where's Osman, the little bald, little Maltese I had? What happened to his last fight again? I can't even remember where you're at in your game, bro, yeah? You're nothing to me. Leon or Belal? Leon. Leon was beating him up in the last fight. So, you know, I don't see... I think what happened again was an eye poke. I think Leon does him in again. How do I see Holloway to Porta going? Holloway, too light, too fast. I think Holloway picks him apart. If they fight, why? Holloway has done it. He has that featherweight title. He's had it for a long time. He's now the BMF. I think Topuria for me is a non-champion in my opinion. He might have a strap, but it's a meaningless strap in my opinion as he holds it. I don't see any attraction to it. So what's he? Is he Georgian? Or is he Spanish or what's he? So I don't even know what he is. I don't get the buzz with him. There is no buzz with him. He needs to keep fighting. Topuria needs to keep fighting. You know, he's talking. I'll tell you why I said what I said about him. Because he's talking about what was he saying? He's going to be the highest paid athlete in 2025. It's 2024. The guy, it's 2020. It's actually now. The 2025 highest paid athlete list begins right now. The list came out only recent, and so that means they're going to have to rake in about 200, 300 million. So you know, don't be silly, lad. Don't be silly. So it just reminded me of Artem Lobov, just a stupid little fool, talking billions from a fucking banger of a car. Thinks he knows it all. He's only a little baldy fool. Conor, how many times are you training strength during fight camp? Not as much as I was, for sure. And all I see is Chandler lifting weights and slamming medicine balls and doing all this. I know, because I know how taxing that is on the body. Your body becomes stiff. I lifted like crazy for the Roadhouse fight. And it's not beneficial for martial arts. Not to an extent, for sure you need to at some level, but not as much as I would have before. And I feel fast, I feel snappy, my body is loose, and I'm excited to get back. So my training has consisted 98%. No, you know what, 99% martial arts based has been my training for this camp, and I feel incredible. Can we get anyone on, like, talk to you, or what you reckon? How many's on now?
How many people?
Yeah, I can see.
So you want to look at some sports bets?
Yeah.
Want to potentially place one? I don't know. What do you like for sports?
Fighting.
What kind of fighting?
Bare knuckle fighting. Boxing?
We can go boxing.
UFC. We need a UFC card in Europe with you. The atmosphere would be amazing. I was so happy to hear Dana come out just recent and speak about branching out again and going on the road, and you know, toning down or taking down a notch the amount of Apex cards, and getting back into around the land and the world, because it's such a big factor in fan engagement that our fans can see the fighters, see the fights in the flesh, go to their big arenas in their home. My UFC debut was in Sweden in the Ericsson Globe, and I fought in Boston, I fought in Las Vegas. And all of these events were humongous, and it's great for the fans to be a part of it. And it's time to get back out into the world and go traveling again. And I'm excited. I was excited to hear that was the thinking. Also, we have like I said, we have a huge announcement coming regarding traveling the globe. An event that will take place prior to June 29th between myself and my opponent. And I'm excited to announce it for you all. Not here, not now, not yet, but soon. And you guys are going to love it. And I'm going to love it also. So that's coming soon. Something to look forward to for you guys. Are you excited for Izzy return for DDP? Dricus du Plessis versus Izzy. What a fight that will be for Africa, for South Africa. And what a great fight. Close fight. Izzy is technically brilliant. And Duplessis is strong and tough. And it's going to be a great fight. And I'm excited for it. I hope it gets made. And I wish them both well. Yes, soon I will have another announcement before my fight. In the coming days, I will have a lovely announcement for you of a big event that will take place involving the UFC, and it's gonna be big. You're gonna love it. Chael Sonnen is disrespecting you, saying Chandler is more disciplined.
So if we get everyone to the chat, we can give them some money.
Chael Sonnen is an amazing asset for the sport of mixed martial arts. I appreciate him greatly, to be honest with you. He's always, he's a lifer, and he's passionate about the game and all involved in the game. And I always listen to his takes. I know we've had back and forth at times, but I'm excited to see him back now against Anderson Silva. Tell him to stop me before I break it.
Yeah, you can.
Yup, Sonnen, yup, the bad guy. I gave you a role in my movie a few weeks back on BT Sport or What's BT Sport called nowadays? TNT. So we're in a movie together. If you want to play and get it going. But I'm excited to see you back for the boxing event. I hope. Well, wish you the best of luck. How disciplined are you? Talking about my discipline,
Name? Did you say just free?
How's Noah? Noah's alright, I heard. Noah's alright. Ali Abdel Aziz is a fucking fool. Tell me your opinion on Ali. That's my opinion. You got it in one. Artem is a rat. Yes, he is. Marcus Deegan. Thoughts on Marcus Deegan writes, thoughts on Marcus Deegan. Marcus Deegan, you're the man. We love your podcast. We love your stock. This one's for Deegan. Yup, Marcus, you're a good man. Fair play to you, brother. You're a madman. McGregor, loved the movie. Thank you so much. Hard work it was. Joe Rogan spoke on. There's no way it'd be harder. Hey, who done them both? I done them both. So I'm the man to speak on this, not you. It was fucking hard work, Joe. That's the truth, brother. You're talking long days and you're getting thrown around the place, diving off speedboats, holding on to fucking an anchor, getting dragged through the water, and then do 1,000 takes of that. And then you get about 2 or 3 hours rest and then you're back in again. So it's tough, man, I'm telling you. And, maybe that could be because I'm more accustomed to fighting. Fighting is like breathing to me. Fighting is like walking to me. So I just feel more comfortable in a fight than I did at that. So it was very difficult for me, that movie was, yeah. It's why I haven't signed on the dotted line for the second one. It's why it took me about 10 years to do the first one. They were trying to get me to do these things for years on years, and I always said no. Then obviously I had the injury and the timing worked out, and then the role itself and the movie itself, Roadhouse, I took it. But, reluctantly. And they have announced a second one. I'm not on the second one yet. They're in my messages non-stop, like your other one. So I haven't agreed to it yet, So making movies is hard. That's how straight. It's not easy. Fighting is easy. That's the truth. For me, anyway. Thoughts on Colby Covington giving you respect? Fair play. Colby's alright. Colby's a good fighter. He's tough. He's got good skills. You see him prior to when he kind of went for it and tried to get himself out there. So I've no ill wishes against Colby. And who's he fighting now? Who did he fight last? Colby. Leon. He fought Leon last time. What was a decision? You can't be. There's too many decisions going on now with that Leon fella. Leon Edwards loves a decision. And and then he's fighting another he's not fighting another decision guy, your man Bilal. So not great times in the welterweight title picture. 200 buyers probably, not even 150,000 buyers. If it's even a pay-per-view, it's probably not even a pay-per-view. Thoughts on Badr Hari? Great kickboxer, good lad, solid. Still going, is he? Thoughts on so many of Khabib's camp caught cheating, It's disgusting. and that's the truth. The what was the latest one? The cousin, the Nurmagomedov Umar, is it Usman or Umar or Usman Nurmagomedov was caught on steroids just recent. So that's, you know, Islam Makhachev was on steroids. They're all juiced out of their head. So fuck them all. I'm ecstatic that the Russian government is closing in on them. Get them, because they're fake. Get them. I wouldn't be surprised you wouldn't see them back home. That's how straight. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them not no hurry to go home. Thoughts on Eddie Alvarez? Eddie's a fucking goer, man. UFC world champion, Bellator world champion, bare knuckler. I saw him and Mendes throw down, and he had a great fight against Perry as well. So fair play to him. Maybe me and Eddie go again somewhere down the line in a bare knuckle. I saw the coach. What's Eddie Alvarez's coach's name again? Mark what? Mark Henry. You know, when they won, I was ringside and they won, and he was up and he was staring at me because me and him had a little bit of back and forth. We had a back and forth, me and Mark Henry. So I'd say they're probably hoping maybe we could throw down in a bare knuckle. I'd say the coach is anyway, maybe not so. Thoughts on Arman Tsarukyan? Good, nice, a good fight against Oliveira. I thought that was a great scrap, and it's interesting to see where that goes. Yeah, for sure. Chilling harder than you. My mental state after the ankle injury. Tough times, folks. Yeah, it's not easy to come through a break like that. I had to go deep in my head. You know, I had to a lot of internal conversations to try and strengthen my resolve. It's one of the reasons I'm so excited to come back, to show the world, you know, it's important to remain resilient, to exercise resilience. And, you know, through the storm comes the sun. And through the forge comes the proper whiskey Irish apple. And this stuff, if you don't have a bottle of this, yeah, you need it. Because this stuff is absolutely delicious. Conor, you're back training movement with Ido Portal, and what mental and physical benefits do you feel from that training? I'm back. I always train movement. You know, I'm back more martial arts work. And since the movie wrapped, since Roadhouse wrapped, I was all about martial arts practice. You know, sometimes I'd bounce on the bike, or I'd bounce on the rower, or I'd bounce out on the treadmill, and, you know, to get my work in, or lift weights. Now my sessions will always, you know, involve some form of martial arts work, so it's all beneficial to martial arts. So that's why when I came back specifically for fight training, I came back to John's gym. My skills were sharp. Because I have been doing nothing but martial arts work. So I'm back in my martial arts mode, and I'm excited to show where I'm at for the people. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. My first stream with Ubits. We got the finest proper 12. We got the finest Forge artist out. We gifted a couple of G's to some people. We won some money. We lost some money. We had some